My dress-up darling is the charming story of a cute, popular girl who falls in love with a socially stunted, doll-obsessed weirdo after suffering severe head trauma. Now, in case you're a new guy who just stumbled into Weeaboo Town, anime operates on a seasonal schedule where in every 3 months we get about 9 million new shows. Most of these are just 12 episodes of low-quality bait designed to trick you into reading, and they will immediately slip into obscurity. However, amidst each of these cycles, one show, or rather, one character, is granted the coveted title and dubious honor known as waifu of the season. What ensues is a debauched whirlwind of dojin cranking, dick yanking, idiotic social media arguments, and of course, clickbaity commentary videos like this one. Right now, that show is My Dress Up Darling, and that character is this little smoke show over here, Marin. I wonder why she's getting so much attention. No, but really, I like this one, still. As a waifu myself, I can't help but feel a sense of melancholy whenever I watch the anime girl of the moment soar to glorious popularity, only to be forgotten a few months later, and in the back of my mind, I always find myself hoping, maybe this time could be different. So that's my question. Could Marin be that rare waifu who wins some enduring popularity, or is she destined to be chewed up, spit out, and tossed aside to make way for the next shiny piece of seasonal fat bait? Well, to figure that out, we gotta take a look at the show and the waifu herself. Now the other half of the equation here is this guy, Gojo. The male MC you and your penis are supposed to project yourselves on. You see, when Gojo was just a little MC, he got his first boner from looking at a doll, and some shithead loli who had a crush on him got all butthurt and called him a big giant gaylord. Realizing she was totally right, he grew up full of self-loathing and is too awkward and insecure to socialize. You can either make doll clothing or you can make friends, and he definitely doesn't have any friends. As most of you know from first-hand experience, in real life, people like this are doomed to be alone and jerk off forever. But this is anime, so one day, while he's sitting at his desk being lame and unfuckable, Gojo's MC powers drop like a second set of nuts, and a hot chick literally comes flying at his dick like a piece of scrap metal towards an active electromagnet. That's how we meet our girl Marin, the busty blonde klutz with the absolutely shit-eating grin. So, Marin is a prime example of the species of waifu known as gyaru. For you Baka Gaijin in the audience, gyaru is a Japanese term which means girl who dresses like a whore. However, it's important to note that this word is not derogatory and does not imply that the girl is a whore. Waifus are pure and virtuous and wait for marriage to have sex in the missionary position while holding hands. So the word refers only to a whore-like fashion aesthetic. The same applies when referring to real women, but for different reasons. Obviously, calling a 3D woman a whore is both linguistically and practically redundant. Therefore, the term gyaru still only needs to refer to the style of dress. Gyaru fashion was, of course, invented by anime girls, but as with so many aspects of waifu culture, it has been shamelessly appropriated and maligned by 3D PD bitches. When you see how the style looks on 2D women versus 3D women, it's pretty apparent where it came from. Anime gyaru are cute and sexy, with a nice little dash of sluttiness. 10 out of 10, prime waifu material. IRL gyaru look like transracial brat dolls made out of human skin. Horrifying. Stop that. Gyaru aren't exactly a rare variety of waifu, but there are a limited number of gyaru main characters, so it's nice to see Marin proudly showcasing this style. Not only does it help us stand out amongst most seasonal waifus, it also puts a spotlight on the struggle of anime women to reclaim this part of our heritage from the 3D matriarchy. Stunning and brave. Anyway, Gojo shits his pants and starts coming the moment Marin speaks to him. His limbic system takes over and he engages in a threat display, frightening her away. But it's too late. Marin has gotten an intoxicating taste of that MC musk, setting in motion a sacred and preordained series of events which will lead her to the dick. The plot gods keep putting them in empty rooms together, and on one of these occasions, she catches Gojo talking to his doll waifu. And that's when we learn the horrifying truth. Marin is a weeaboo. She yaps incessantly about her waifu to people who have no idea what the fuck she's talking about. She plays horny animal games, and she's obsessed with cosplay. We can even see in the OP that she sleeps with a body pillow. She's a filthy fucking weeaboo. And of course, right now, some fat nerd is flapping his sweaty fingers on the keyboard, typing up a comment that says, actually, Katsu, she's an otaku. Japanese people can't be weeaboos is part of the definition of the word. And to you, sir, I say good job. You are technically correct. Congratulations. Your prize is never having sex. Now, I call Japanese people weeaboos too, because I'm not racist. That's right, words mean whatever I want them to mean, and anyone who disagrees with me is a racist. I learned that on Twitter. It's called being progressive. Wouldn't it be neat if the weird obsession you'd wasted your whole childhood on just so happened to give you the exact skill set that this smoking hot chick, who can't seem to leave you alone by the way, desperately needs to live out her passionate, sexy cosplay fantasies? Or wait, wouldn't it be cool if Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk gave you all their money and then a choir of angels came down from heaven and sang hallelujah and took turns sucking you off for a week? Or wait, wouldn't it be awesome if God just bowed down before you and appointed you master of the fucking universe and you could reshape time and space and matter and the very nature of fucking existence itself to instantly suit your every minor fucking whim, and your dick was 3 feet long and your mom finally apologized for being a passive-aggressive bitch your whole life and someone gave you a lollipop? So it's not the most believable premise. So what? Fuck you. It's sweet. Marin wants to be a cosplayer, but she can't sew. Gojo can sew, but he doesn't have a naked girl on his bed. They're like yin and yang. They complete each other. Each of them has an obsession. For different things, of course, but rather than judging, they understand and respect each other's passions. While Marin is able to appreciate the beauty of Hina dolls and the craftsmanship that Gojo puts into them, he in turn admires the joy and sense of community she derives from cosplaying. Their cosplay project is a heartwarming collaboration. Two friends fueling each other's enthusiasm as they work together towards a single goal. The show and Marin deliver us a clear and uplifting message. Love what you love, enjoy it with abandon, and no matter who you are or what societal norms say, don't let anyone tell you it's wrong. But most of all, tits, boobs, boobies, booberinos, melons, knockers, bosoms, honkers, hooters, badonkers, massive mommy milkers, boing, 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 Marin's big, fat, sweaty tits. Of course this chick is waifu of the season. She's designed to be the perfect waifu. She's obsessed with anime, just like you. She has a waifu, just like you. She hangs out with an awkward nerd who's just like you. And despite clothing supposedly being a central part of this show, the bitch can't seem to keep the shit on for 5 minutes. Even when she does, her massive galungas are still trying to escape. They've got a mind of their own. Half of this is just softcore porn. You throw this smile and some meme faces in there, and you've got a perfectly engineered waifu bot. Look, the relationship between her and Gojo is cute, and I wasn't lying before. The show touches here and there on concepts like the pursuit of passion, self-acceptance, and craftsmanship, which are interesting themes that I'd like to see explored further. But so far, the only deep thing here is Marin's cleavage. So what gives a waifu staying power? Well, it ain't the obvious stuff. Haruhi was not the perfect waifu. She was an annoying cunt. And yet, over a decade later, we're still all obsessed with her. Why? Because she had charisma. Because she was weird and mysterious, and so was her show. It had an air of intrigue to it that demanded your attention. It made you uncomfortable and even pissed you off. It kept you wondering about its universe and characters long after it was over. And be honest, it made you tear up a little bit, didn't it? Haruhi made you feel some real emotions. Nice titties and a cute smile are all well and good, but emotional resonance is what gives you staying power. Does Marin have that? No, at least not yet. I ain't gonna lie. Despite my affection for the character, my prognosis after seeing the first 5 episodes was pretty grim. It was only after seeing episode 6 that I felt like she might have a chance, because something interesting happened. Up until now, we've only seen her through Gojo's eyes. But after Marin is whacked over the head with the realization that she's in love with him, the viewpoint shifts and we get to hear her internal monologue. It's mostly just girly crushing, but we get this scene after where, for the first time, Marin shows some genuine emotional vulnerability. She actually seems to be shaken up by this revelation, and she's troubled by the fact that Gojo considers the idea of an intimate relationship between the two of them to be, as he puts it, inappropriate. It's refreshing to see her feelings laid bare, and I hope this is a glimpse of the show's future. We have a great foundation here. The animation's good quality, the premise, despite being couched in the typical high school bullshit, is compelling, and the two leads have great chemistry. If they top that off with a romance that actually progresses and actually develops the characters and gives us real insight into their emotions along the way, we could have a memorable show here. How likely do I think that is to happen? Not very. I give it a 5% chance. Now you might be asking, hey, Katsu, why so pessimistic? Two reasons. Number one, anime. Number two, in this very same episode, a troubling event occurs. A loli appears and shows Gojo her vagina. Now that's troubling for obvious reasons, but I'm talking about a different one. You see, loli vagina is often the first harbinger of the harem-pocalypse. You've seen it all before. The MC has a waifu, and everything's going great. And then all of a sudden, a loli shows up. Probably followed by a tall girl with enormous titties, and then some other bitch. And before you know it, the show's stuffed full of superfluous hookers all squabbling over the dick, and there's no room for the waifu we all started watching it for. I'm worried my dress-up darling is gonna devolve into an air quotes romance, where the relationship between the two leads has to remain chaste and ambiguous and emotionally unfulfilling in order to maintain hypothetical fuck potential for all members of a waifu buffet. Marin has potential, but right now she's just weapons-grade spank material, and no one's gonna be talking about her a year from now unless the show can fashion her character into something more compelling than just hot gyaru with relatable hobby. If it can't, then she'll go down in history as nothing more than that chick we couldn't shut the fuck up about in winter 2022. Unless there's a second season, in which case the whole hype cycle will just happen again. There's always gonna be another cute anime girl with a nice rack. We're always gonna get another one of these, oh my god, that's my fetish type of scenes. Showing skin will make you waifu of the season. It won't make you waifu for lifeu. If we get to see more of this, then there's hope for Marin. I'm not exactly optimistic, but it's too soon to tell. Surprise, motherfucker! I didn't actually answer the question the whole video was about. Of course I can't, dum-dum, the season's only half over. That's why you gotta stick around, cause I'm gonna keep covering this show. So smash that like button, commit first-degree assault on that subscribe button, and wage chemical warfare on that notification bell. Yeah, make those buttons suffer. Oh no, I'm trying to do one of these outro things, like the YouTubers do, where you tell them to hit the button in a unique way or whatever, and that's the best I could come up with. It was okay, right? Oh, fuck. Also, if you like my videos, please consider supporting me on Patreon. I make jack shit off of YouTube ads, so the good people who support me through donations are the only thing standing between me and going back to my old job as a tentacle monster wrangler. Let me tell you, it's a rough gig. You gotta guard your holes at all times. They're always looking to just and don't think you gotta give a lot or anything. Just $1 or $2 per video helps me so much. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you fucks next time.